Hey high schoolers, welcome to week 10 of Study Skills. It's the week of November 16th through 20th. So just like last week, I have one playlist for both virtual and in person. So kind of listen to what pertains to you, but also know the reason I'm doing this is if you're not able to attend in person, you can complete the assignments that our virtual students are doing to stay on track. All right, for Monday for our virtual students, you're going to be taking a look at active listening and note-taking and how they connect. So I want you to do a little bit of research. You can write it on a piece of scratch paper, a sticky note. Just kind of do a little internet research on how this can be helpful for you as a student. Then you're going to read pages 118 through 133. You'll notice this is a little bit of a review for us because we've been working on taking notes all semester, but it's just a reinforcement of how to navigate notes. Take some notes on some of these different strategies. And then one of the focuses of this chapter is on using abbreviations in your notes to kind of help you take quick and concise notes. So you're going to take a look at these abbreviations and see if you can figure out what they mean. There are some websites that can help you on the bottom of the page. And then you can also look anywhere that you can find more information on abbreviations. As for moving on to pages 135 and 136, these are just 8 simple rules for navigating notes. Take a look at the rules that you read a little bit more about on pages 129 through 133, and then you're going to write a short summary of each. Feel free to use abbreviations, but make them as complete as you can. So as I said, these are our virtual assignments, but if you're not able to come to class on Monday, you can also complete these, and then there won't be an assignment post to put them on if you're not a virtual student, but if you can always email me or Mrs. Pitcher, now that I'll be gone, your work so that you can kind of stay on track. So for our in-person people, remember you're going to come to class prepared and you're going to watch this review, our week in a nutshell, to make sure that you're ready to go for the week. All right, Tuesday's learning. As you can tell from class or from already completing your virtual learning for our virtual students, it's the return of note-taking. Note-taking is not going to go away as you get older, especially if you go on to college. It's just going to become more important. So what you need to do is I want you to review the idea of taking Cornell notes as we move into different forms of note-taking. And watch this video and then review pages 139 and 140. It talks a little bit about a form of Cornell notes. Then you're actually going to rewatch the video that you watched to review our idea of Cornell notes. And you are going to take your own series of Cornell notes on the video. Okay? So you're really watching it twice. You'll have like a preview and then you'll go back and take the time to take Cornell notes on this video. You'll find a note-taking sheet on page 143 that's already kind of separated into our 2-column notes with a part at the bottom where you can do your summary and reflect. You may use that and upload that picture, or if you prefer to use a piece of notebook paper, that's totally fine. All right, for Wednesday and Thursday, I want you to apply that Cornell method to something you're learning at home. It might be a class that you're doing at home with your parents, or it could be something else you're doing here. We talked a little bit about, with Cornell notes, sometimes it's vocab, main concepts, essential questions you're asking. There's lots of ways to do it, but you need at least 5 main points, and then your little bit more information in the second column, okay? And remember, you're going to do a summary at the bottom. I did add on our PowerPoint some different forms you might choose to use, or you can always do it on a piece of paper or, on a computer program if that works better for you than handwriting something. All right. And the last thing you're doing on Friday is something new that we haven't really done before. In this chapter, you kind of learned about different kinds of note-taking. So you learned more about Cornell notes, which we've talked about. Another word for that is 2-column notes. Something else that they intro is like a hybrid note form. Maybe it's a little bit of one style, a little bit of another. And then last is called indie notes. And these are basically a note form that works just for you. So it's something you've designed on your own. It might be like part of a Cornell note and then highlighted notes, or it's Cornell notes mixed with an outlining style. So what you're going to do is you're going to create your own note-taking style. And you'll know that we've learned a lot about our personal learning styles, our multiple intelligence preferences, our strengths and weaknesses. So you're going to design a note form to help support your note-taking needs. There's really no right or wrong answer. It's just something that you need to create. If you're a visual learner, maybe you're going to have an area for your images. Maybe you're going to color code your fonts when you create your digital form of this. Maybe you're going to decorate your form with logos. Design your form on this page 144 first, and then you're going to recreate it in a word processing or some kind of note-taking app you already have. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to share a copy of your note-taking sheet on Classroom. So you'll take a picture of your final sheet and you'll share it on Google Classroom, and then you can kind of explain your note-taking style in class if you have time. Okay, so some things, possible choices are Notability is one thing you could create it on, or you can research other note-taking apps. If it's super difficult for you to do it digitally, you can make an additional final copy on a piece of paper and upload that picture. But I would prefer for you to do something digitally so you can learn how to use some of those programs out there. All right, that's it for this week. So just a reminder, homework should be in by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. You'll notice as we move through the last 5 weeks, there's some more review and we'll be learning some new topics. We'll continue working through this study skills book after Christmas when we come back in January. So Mrs. Pitcher will be here with you for the rest of the semester. I will be finishing up grading for next week, the first few days, and then I will be gone until the middle of January. So I won't be back till January 11th. So from now on, you will contact with Mrs. Pitcher if you have any questions, and I'll post her email information on our classroom page. But it'll be the same things. Assignments will still be due on Sunday. I expect you to come to class prepared every week, just as you have been doing all semester. So I hope you enjoy your time and the rest of your semester, and it's been super fun working with everybody this year. All right, feel free to contact with me with questions through Tuesday, and then I will be out for a couple months. So we will talk to you later. Have a great week.